Hi everyone, Ashish Kyal here. Very warm welcome to Ashish Kyal Trading Gurukul, and I'm just checking if everything is right, everything is set, and everything is fantastic. It's great to have you all here on this platform. Very warm welcome. And आज मैं बात करने वाला हूँ ऑप्शंस की. आगे बढ़ने से पहले दोस्तों मैं एक चीज पूछना चाहूंगा. मैंने एक कल वीडियो बनाया था ऑप्शंस ट्रेडिंग रूल्स के ऊपर. क्या आपने वो वीडियो देखा? एंड एक तो वो क्या आपने कल का वीडियो देखा जो मैंने ऑप्शंस ट्रेडिंग रूल्स पे बनाया था? दूसरा, क्या आपने आज का ट्वीट फॉलो किया जो मैंने सुबह और लेटर इन द डे आई हैव मेंशनड इट? सो हियर इज एन ओ वाओ, द चैट इज नॉट एनेबल्ड. आई एम सो सॉरी. चैट अभी एनेबल हो चुका है, सो यू कैन नाउ चैट अक्रॉस विथ मी. एंड again I'll just repeat, very good evening to every one of you, and it's fantastic to see you all. So my question, I'll again repeat, and people who are there on YouTube live, this is also live on YouTube as of now, and I'm just sharing the link of Zoom. If you want, you can join me now here. Manishi Singh, thanks sir, you are super savvy upper. Thank you for doing that. And Neeraj Agar, do ensure to share it across with me on my traders forum. Ratish, one is saying, amazing guidance. You are really a great man. Nobody tells the secret of trading like you are. Thank you very much, Ratish, for doing that as well, and for your comment. It is fantastic. The markets are moving exactly the way we have been expecting, and the range 19,007 not 7 abhi pahuncha nahi hai, 19,490 and 19,290, despite of majority of the people expecting markets down. Morning ka tweet kya tha? My morning tweet mentioned that Nifty will open gap down. नो ब्रेनर है यार, अगर आप देखोगे ओवरऑल ग्लोबल मार्केट्स नीचे तो नीचे ही खुलना था, बट इट विल कंसोलिडेट अंटिल लाइक अराउंड 11-11:30 वो टाइम था, एंड देन इट शुड रैली, then it should go up. What a brilliant way markets behave as per the blueprint, as per what we were expecting, and it was simply fantastic. And later मैंने एक और ट्वीट किया था, just in case you saw that. One more tweet which I did was that if it breaks about 19,420, we will see 19,470, 480 levels. That was my expected range, and Nifty made a high around that level precisely as soon as it broke 19,420. So this is a magic of time. It's not my magic, it's the magic of markets in which it behaves. So people are asking about how does market behave in such a fashion? Point is, you are focusing on the market in the wrong way. You are not seeing, you are fixating on the patterns, not patterns, I would say. You are fixating yourself on the textbook patterns, but the market forms its own patterns that you need to read. When I say that, I have written a book, right? So that's the book which I have written, which has the textbook pattern also. I'm not denying the fact, I'm not discrediting anyone. It's a fantastic read. That's the book which I have mentioned. But मार्केट्स में खाली टेक्स्ट बुक पैटर्न के बेसिस पे आप ट्रेड नहीं कर सकते हो. टेक्स्ट बुक पैटर्न के साथ में आपको मार्केट में देखना होगा कि क्या चल रहा है, क्या बन रहा है, कैसे मार्केट बिहेव कर रहा है. ऑल ऑफ दोज थिंग्स दैट यू हैव टू लुक एट इट, स्पेशली इफ यू आर एन ऑप्शंस ट्रेडर, बिकॉज मार्केट सेम चीज वापस नहीं करता. इट ट्राइज टू चेंज इटसेल्फ विद रिस्पेक्ट टू टाइम. एंड सो इफ यू कंबाइन, इफ यू आर एन ऑप्शंस ट्रेडर, you will believe thoroughly that even if you are buying the market, and if it goes sideways, you lose money. Even if when you buy out of the money option and market goes in your direction, you still lose money. So there are two things for option traders. You have to understand two most important aspects of trading. The two most important aspects that you have to understand is the basic mathematics of option, and along with that, along with the basic mathematics of option, you need to understand the trend and the momentum. ये दोनों चीजों को अगर आपने सही मायने में कंबाइन किया दोस्तों, तो ही आप मार्केट में सही तरीके से ट्रेड कर सकते हो. पहली चीज, द मैथमेटिक्स, व्हेन आई टॉक अबाउट it is, I've explained that in my earlier video on YouTube. If you are there and you saw that, I'm not going to repeat that same thing again. The basic mathematics means that you should know which strike price to select and when to select that strike price. By when I mean, shall I select an expiry strike price? कल expiry है, so आज कौन सा strike price select करना है, that is crucial. अगर expiry next week है तो उसमें कौन सा strike price select करना है, that is crucial. So you need to know which strike price selection is very important. That's first. That is the basic mathematics will decide. Secondly, you need to know time. time is a wonderful parameter if you understand it. Time can be the most miserable parameter if you do not understand it. अगर आपने ऑप्शंस लिया है लेकिन आपने टाइम को सही मायने में नहीं समझा, इट कैन बी अ डिजास्ट्रस आउटकम. और अगर आपने ऑप्शंस लिया है टाइम के साथ में, इट कैन बी अ वंडरफुल आउटकम. सो टाइम इज समथिंग वेरी वेरी फिनोमिनल वे. एंड आपने आज ट्वीट में देखा ही होगा कैसे हमने टाइम किया मार्केट को. टू समराइज दिस टाइम, we are not getting into the concepts of time cycle, but there is a shortcut, to use time without knowing time cycle. There is a shortcut. I'm giving you a shortcut. The shortcut is that if you use an indicator which is derived out of time, you can still use it without knowing how it is made. So it's like if you are a car lover and if you are driving a Ferrari, you still drive it, right? You don't even know how it is made. If you know how the engine functions, your experience of driving Ferrari is at a different level. That's a different case. Your experience to drive it and to know it is very different if you know the engine. But even if you do not know it, you can still drive it exceptionally well, and you can still learn so many things when you are driving a Ferrari. Because when you're driving something like this at such a high speed, you know how much it takes to speed up to that level. So you learn so many things in that. Similarly, when you are looking at the market with an indicator like KST, which is known as no sure thing, okay, that's the name of an indicator. It's being invented by Martin Pring, my mentor, and then it's an amazing way of looking at options because it tells you what is the tipping point for an options to move. Tipping point ka matlab hota hai, once, as I said, as an analogy of the car, once you cross that tipping point, then going from that 60 km/h to 200 becomes exponentially quick. Similarly here, when that tipping point is crossed, the option price will start increasing sharply on the upside because that's the momentum tipping point. And that's what KST tells us. Now, why does KST works in such a tipping point and exactly why it tells you? Because KST indicator is derived as a summation of rate of change indicator. Summation of rate of change kya hota hai? ROC is an indicator which is derived out of time, and we use this ROC indicator as the summation together of different time frames and create a KST indicator. फिलहाल के लिए आपको समझने की जरूरत नहीं. You can use a default KST parameter. You can find it on TradingView, Go Charting, Zerodha, everywhere it's there. You can find it by the names of Pring KST or Martin Pring KST or just KST or no sure thing. These are the names of that indicator. So option trading ke liye, you require to first get this indicator and correct application of that indicator. Then after that, you need to also understand clearly what are the big players doing, where is the positions being created. When I say that, if you look at the current options open interest profile, ओपन इंटरेस्ट प्रोफाइल का मतलब होता है कि यार कहां पर मार्केट्स में पोजीशंस बना रहे हैं प्लेयर्स, कहां पर लग रहा है कि मार्केट रिवर्स होगा, कहां से जाएगा. सो लेट मी जस्ट वेरी क्विकली शेयर दैट अक्रॉस विथ यू ऑल and talk about that open interest profile. Plus, you might also want to know exactly basis of the wave pattern. If you are a wave practitioner, you might know as per the wave pattern what is the market doing. I'm just trying to multitask here, guys. I'm trying to open up my clearly the path which we had discussed in the free webinar also, and what is the target, how it can behave, all of those things along with time. So मैं वही चीज देख रहा हूँ कि कहाँ पर है, and वो मैं आपके साथ में पहले quickly share कर रहा हूँ open interest का chart. I'm going to share that across very quickly with all of you over here. यहाँ पर अगर हम देखेंगे, where is my open interest chart gone? Okay, यहाँ पर है open interest chart, and you will be amazed to see how precisely it works. That's the price chart of open interest. So you can see price chart with open interest rather, and यहां से पता चलता है कि बड़े प्लेयर्स कर क्या रहे दोस्तों. दिस इज नोन एज एन ओपन इंटरेस्ट प्रोफाइल. इसे कहते हैं प्रोफाइलिंग. Basis of this open interest profile, the left hand side that you see as the open interest profile is the call option side. So this is the calls and these are the puts. So this is known as the profile. ये जो fluorescent है, that is the change in the open interest is what we can say. So we can clearly see the change in the open interest with open interest profile on this chart. इसको इंटरप्रेट करने के लिए थोड़ा सा मुझे टाइम चाहिए. मैं फिलहाल आपको खाली एप्लीकेशन बता रहा हूं. इफ यू लुक एट निफ्टी ओपन इंटरेस्ट प्रोफाइल, यू कैन क्लियरली सी बिग प्लेयर्स पोजीशंस कि वेयर आर दे एक्टिव एंड विच स्पेसिफिक स्ट्राइक will act as a major support or resistance. That's what we can clearly make basis of this. And यहाँ पर एक और चीज आपको ये देखनी है कि ये ओपन इंटरेस्ट प्रोफाइल खाली बिग प्लेयर्स पोजीशन के लिए नहीं है. दिस प्रोफाइल शुड बी ऑल्सो यूज्ड फॉर सिलेक्शन ऑफ स्ट्राइक प्राइस. कि कौन सा स्ट्राइक प्राइस मुझे सिलेक्ट करना है, कौन से लेवल के नीचे बिग प्लेयर्स विल पैनिक, तो मैं उसके पीछे रहूंगा. सो दिस इज अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट चार्ट इफ यू आर ट्रेडिंग ऑप्शंस. एंड आई सी पीपल आर लुकिंग एट सिंपल ओपन इंटरेस्ट. बॉस ओपन इंटरेस्ट खाली देख के कोई फायदा नहीं है. ओपन इंटरेस्ट चेंज देखना ज्यादा जरूरी है एज पर व्हाट आई मेक आउट. कहां पर पोजीशंस बन रही है, कहां पोजीशंस घट रही है. And you cannot use open interest profile alone and rely on it. You need to use open interest profile along with volume profile. Volumes will tell you where they have created substantial positions for going long or short. So open interest profile with volume profile. Volume profile is different than volumes. And you can apply this concept on both stocks, futures, everywhere. And it works like magic. So if I am checking this specific level, मेरी आवाज आ रही है आप तक? Am I loud enough, every one of you? I can't really shout. I'm anyway shouting. So if you are looking at this chart, you can clearly see the rise is near 19,400, 19,300, and of course by default 19,000 तो रहता ही है. So for bears to be active, crossing 19,400, 300 is going to be crucial. 400 to theek hai, 300 is going to be important because there is a way to read this. On the upside, 19,500, 19,600 is important, which means that these people have created positions around this area for a day. So whether you are an intraday trader or a positional trader, knowing this profile is utmost important. Without knowing this profile, I don't do my strike price selection. I need to know kahan par activity ho rahi hai, the way I am trading the markets. And then if you look at this profile, you understand there is a hurdle at 19,500 and 600. Now there is a support at 19,400 and 300. मतलब क्या हुआ? इसका information बहुत important है, and this will tell you that this means market might not go up with momentum or might struggle here. Now that is some information that I can use, but it is still positive, which means that now I can do what? Mentees, are you here with me? Which means what is the strategy I can adopt? Bullish, not very strong, but can go up. So क्या करेंगे ऐसे सिनेरियो में? What do you think you can do? You can sell calls. Fantastic. That's the point I'm trying to make. If you know this information, you know not sell calls, by sell puts. Calls and puts both maybe, or maybe puts. ये information कहाँ से मिलेगी? मुझे कॉल भी बेचना है कि नहीं, या ऑप्शन बाय करना है? ये इंफॉर्मेशन के लिए मैं अभी चलता हूं आपको लेके जीपीएस ऑफ द मार्केट की तरफ. ये है मार्केट का जीपीएस. Were you able to see this chart? The GPS of the market. This is a 15-minute Nifty chart which was plotted on 12th of August, much before the move happened. Forget the event. And if you look at this chart, the target which is mentioned here with was clearly on the downside. The target which was given was 19,280. Nifty gaya niche 19,257, reverse back on the upside, and we are right now here. That's the beauty of knowing the GPS. That's the GPS for you. This is Elliott wave, and it works like wonders. In fact, अगर आपने सैटरडे को अटेंड किया होगा, मैंने ये भी कहा था इसके नीचे लेके जाएगा. It will trap people who are looking at these levels, because the big players are keeping a watch. This level is not only watched by you. This level is watched by big players, not to take position, but to trap you. Boss, इतना तो पता होना चाहिए कि this, where is the trap area, and how do I identify this trap area? Looking at volume profile. Volume profile tells where is the area big players are created positions, below which area they will trap people, and the GPS will tell you what is next. So we can clearly form a strong conviction-based strategy if we know these entire way of combining the options data with the GPS of the market. And that's what option trading is all about. It is not about an indicator. It is not about looking at only just price. It is more to understand where is the activity happening, which level is going to be defended. It's more about profiling. Profiling means you understand the market in and out. You know how the markets used to function. I'll give you a classic example. Earlier, when there was no online trading, it was all happening from the ring in the BSc building, Rotunda. And wahan par se, when you used to shout, you were able to gauge the emotions of the other person, and you were intuitively able to trade, because that's how it was during that period of time. But now we are sitting in our office, we don't really know what is the information around what is happening, and you can't really gauge the sentiment. The only way you can gauge the sentiment now is using technology. So we should not be primitive using the same method that they were doing, but we should become more intelligent and use the method at our disposal with luxury, which is open interest profile, volume profile, Fibonacci, and combine those techniques and derive a trade setup. Am I making sense to you? So this behind the scenes information is given by these techniques that I have just now told you. And this information is easy to read, but there is a way to read and understand this information. And that is what is required. If you have to understand this information, you need to go through the training, which I'm conducting over the weekend on 19th and 20th of August, is on option trading using technical analysis. So what we do in this program, we will be looking at a simple way of seeing the chart. What are the big players trying to suggest? What are they doing? How are they creating positions? Once we have that information, we will be then able to clearly make them understand, and we can trade the chart, make them understand that we are not going to get stopped out at the levels they are giving on the chart, but we will be smarter to put stops much farther away. तो ट्रेडिंग में सबसे जरूरी एक चीज जो समझना है, especially option trading में, as I said, you should know big players activity. The two techniques that gives the big players activity is open interest profile and volume profile. You should know the signaling method. The signaling method is given by Ichimoku Cloud. You should know the momentum. When is the momentum is going to change? The momentum is going to change by looking at the KST indicator. Now, each of these techniques and tools and indicators are different than one another. I'm not going to look at an RSI and an MACD and a stochastic, because ये तीनों का काम एक ही है जो हमें मिल जाते KST से. So we might use these three indicators, which is different than everything else. And then we will select an option payoff chart के basis पे, options पे, we will form strategy. As I keep saying, you should know when to hit a sixer, and you should know when to take those ones and twos. When you know that the market is conducive, moving as per the GPS, you hit a sixer. But when you know the market is going to be range bound, and range bound मैंने आज नहीं कहा. If you follow my Twitter handle, I've talked about market is going to be range bound 3 days back, and look at that range bound movement. अगर ये इंफॉर्मेशन आपके पास में है, मेकिंग दैट पैसिव सोर्स ऑफ इनकम फ्रॉम ऑप्शन ट्रेडिंग इज पॉसिबल एंड यू कैन डू दैट। क्योंकि आपको कुछ नहीं करना है, आपको खाली स्ट्राइक सिलेक्ट करना है, सही स्ट्राइक प्राइस सिलेक्ट करना है, ऑप्शन चेन एनालाइज करके साथ ही में वो डिप्लॉय कर देना है मार्केट में, और कुछ नहीं करना है। उसका स्टॉप लॉस क्या होगा, कैसे उसे देखना है, ऑल ऑफ दोज थिंग्स I will tell you. All of those things with a clear 5 trade setups. Whether you are an option buyer, whether you are an option seller, these strategies can be deployed and you can create money out of trading. लेकिन रिस्क है दोस्तों, रिस्क है तो इश्क है. If you are not risking, how will you make money? So bottom line क्या समझ में आया? आज का खाली open interest profile. If I show you volume profile, you will be astonished to see how accurately, how precisely it works. So let me do that also. Let me share across now volume profile. ये तो मैं खाली आपको application बता रहा हूँ. I am not trying to tell you how to read this. I am telling you how I am reading. But you know, the best part about trading is what? Doing it ourselves. जो satisfaction आपको खुद से करके आएगा ना दोस्तों, वो आप कुछ भी कर लो नहीं मिलेगा unless you are doing it yourself as a trader. That is the best time that you will be able to take positions. If I show you this chart, you will be like, wow. देखते हैं ये चार्ट, ये लेवल्स मैंने कैसे डिराइव किए, आज जो मैंने ट्वीट किए इतना एक्यूरेटली यहां पर है. ये चार्ट मैं आपको दिखा रहा हूं. This is the chart. This is known as volume profile chart. Volume profile, what does it do? Volume profile will tell you which is the area big players are creating positions. कौन सी एरिया में बड़े प्लेयर्स ने पोजीशंस बना रखी है. कैन यू टेल मी द लेवल दैट यू सी हियर? अराउंड कौन से लेवल पे बड़े प्लेयर्स ने पोजीशंस बनाई है? कैन यू टेल मी which is the level where big players have created? I want to empower you. I don't want you to be dependent on me. 19,520 के आसपास 15 एग्जैक्टली अगर देखेंगे ये लेवल है. थोड़ा सा ऊपर लेके जाते हैं यहां पर 19,515. Do you agree with me? This is the area where the volumes are highest. Clear है? This is known as point of control. Point of control का मतलब होता है कि यार यहां पर कंट्रोल इनके हाथ में. These areas act as a magnet. Prices will avoid breaking away from it like a Gann level, away from it very easily. These are the magnet areas. आज का हाई देखो, कल का हाई देखो, ये दोनों ये मैग्नेट एरिया के पास में है, which means that someone is trying to do something around this area. That is for sure. Now the right hand side scale that you are seeing is called as volume profile. So volume profile, if you look at this, is Nifty volume profile, Nifty futures chart is suggesting 19,550 is important area where big players have created positions. So with this information, can you not form a strategy? How to form an option strategy around this is the key. Now you have an very vital suggestion of from the big players. So the big players are suggesting you कि boss मैं इधर active हूँ, okay, and now you form a strategy around it. That's the game, that's the puzzle, which means that 19,500 के आसपास क्रॉस करना मुश्किल होगा. ओपन इंटरेस्ट भी है, बिग प्लेयर्स भी है, लेकिन अगर निफ्टी ने 19,570 क्रॉस कर दिया बाय एनी चांस, 570 दूर हो गया, फिर भी 19,530 भी अगर क्रॉस कर दिया, it will suggest this is the area where they will start covering their positions. And so you have to form an option strategy around this information. So as I keep saying, my mentees also, you should first understand the context of the market. The context, which means हो क्या रहा है मार्केट में, मतलब यार लग क्या रहा है, होता है ना यार, आज तो कन्विक्शन क्या है वो समझना जरूरी है. कॉन्टेक्स्ट ऑफ द मार्केट, कन्विक्शन सुबह उठे और मूड क्या है, नहीं, इट्स नॉट अबाउट मूड, इट्स मोर अबाउट कॉन्टेक्स्ट. ओके, मूड तो क्या है, हमारा मूड स्विंग्स होते रहते हैं, बट इट्स And then once you have the context, now you should have a signaling method. The signaling method is combining the Bollinger Bands technique plus the KST indicator and an Ichimoku cloud, you get an exceptional signaling method. So these entire trade setups combined together, we call it as an option trading using technical analysis program, which is happening on the weekend from the morning 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. It's a live program which is going to happen, and people who have registered for it already, you will get the pre-recorded pre-session videos. ये pre-session video आपको मिलेगा जिसमें options क्या होता है उसके बारे में explain किया है, थोड़ी terminology explain की है. In these 2 days, we will start with option chain analysis, strike price selection. We'll move on from there, looking at the way the option strategies can be formed. Adjustment कैसे करना है यार, अगर मैं wrong हो गया तो क्या करे, पैनिक नहीं होना है, मार्केट गैप हो गया तो क्या करे, एक्सपायरी डे पे क्या करें. So adjustment कैसे करना है, I'm going to talk about that strategy. I'm going to talk about a clear cut options chart के ऊपर, which I say as the master strategy, which is when to hit that sixer, what exact steps you have to follow on a 15-minute chart, on a 5-minute chart, on an hourly chart, कैसे follow करना है वो steps को if you are an option buyer. Because option buy करने के लिए momentum, time, theta, साथ ही में आपको ये भी समझना होगा वोलेटिलिटी क्या है. ये सारी चीजें सिंक्रोनाइज जब होगी ना दोस्तों, तब ऑप्शन बाइंग का जो मजा आएगा वो अलग लेवल पे आएगा. So we will take care of the mathematics of options, and we will take care of the trend and the momentum of options, and both of these things is option trading using technical analysis, and that's happening over the weekend. Post these 2 days of program, you can from Monday start deploying this strategy on the market and start sharing across how is it going, what is the challenge you face on my traders forum. After that, we will have a follow-up session also. Along with that, what I'm going to also do with everyone who is registering for this program of BMW. BMW means that Become Market Wizard, which is about option trading this weekend, plus which is going to be about Master of Waves, that is going to cover Elliott wave, Neo wave, and time cycles. That's going to be happening in September live program. Both of those things together, we call it as a BMW program. And many of you who requested, since we had an offer on Saturday, but many who were not able to attend as they were traveling, I am opening that offer for all of you right now for people who are attending this workshop, this webinar, because you are giving your time to me. So you have that offer and you can be a part of this wonderful journey of BMW program. We call it BMW, right? Driving a Ferrari or a BMW has an experience, and once you know it, it is fantastic. So you can be a part of this BMW program, BMW journey. You can act now. And if you are registering today for this program, I will give you access to Master of Technical Analysis video, 12 hours, plus premium trading strategy, जो आप कल से ही deploy कर सकते हो, use कर सकते हो on KST, premium trading strategies, KST, plus Bollinger Bands breakout technique, deployed on index, bank Nifty and Nifty directly for option trading. And you can even apply these techniques on stocks. You can apply it on जो हम करने वाले weekend पे. It's not necessarily कि आप options में trade करते तो ही आपको सीखना है. You can apply this on stocks also. You can apply this on international markets. You can apply it on commodity, forex. It does not matter. And आपने देख ही लिया होगा, अगर आपने Saturday attend किया था, were you part of the Saturday webinar? Are you seeing the magic of how we derived? एक और चीज है आज के दिन में. Do you remember the date? 16th of August. What is there on 16th of August? If you were part of that webinar, you might answer me very, very well. It is a lunar cycle, Amavasya. And I have told you, the closing on a lunar cycle is going to be very important this time. And do you see what is the closing right now? So I'm not saying I'm bullish or bearish. I'm saying I'm an opportunistic. जहां पर मार्केट जाएगा, भाव भगवान छे दोस्तों, price is God. And जहां पर मार्केट जाएगा, you have to be very, very careful to go with that flow, not against it. And it's a classic way. So these techniques of lunar cycle with time and all of those things, we do that in the Master of Waves program. That's a combined module together. We call it as a BMW event, and you can simply be a part of this. It's wonderful. So I'm open for questions, guys. Any questions? Strategy for options is clear that I am going to be playing for this range right now, and I'm positionally I'm range bound. Morning I was bullish, given my time cycle, and I'm keeping a close watch. If tomorrow it manages to cross about that 19,520, 19,530, then I will look forward to go a little aggressive. If my momentum indicator, KST, with Bollinger Bands, with Ichimoku cloud gets synchronized, और वो exact synchronization पे buy करना है market को, और तब भी बनेगा पैसा अच्छा खासा. स्टॉप लॉस के साथ काम करना है दोस्तों. इट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. अगर किसी ने बोला होगा ना ये 100% शॉर्ट है बॉस, ही इज ट्राइंग टू फेक इट, यू शुड हैव अ स्टॉप लॉस इन द सिस्टम. सो वेयर टू प्लेस दैट स्टॉप लॉस on options? That's the question majority of people asking. How to enter, when to enter, what exactly to see to pull the trigger. Those things we will be discussing over the weekend. And also, once you know this, how to look at stocks for trading, which stocks to buy, which ones to buy, वो सारी चीजें हम देखेंगे. And if you would have been following me, I've won so many times CNBC Khiladi #1, Bullseye trade shows. And just for giving my background, I've authored this book in 2020, October 2020. And along with that, I was working with Lehman Brothers, lost my job. Now I'm a full-time trader. I mentor people. I have trained thousands of participants, and I love what I do. I'm a passionate trader. I travel, and the best part about it is आप कहीं से भी कर सकते हो. It's a wonderful way. So Fibonacci is the science that you should use with Elliott wave, and that's what we do in the Elliott wave. So I'm going to ask you all, if you are wanting to be a part of this wonderful journey of options trading with technical analysis, which is happening in this weekend, are you a part of this? Do you want to be a part of it? Do you want to have me as a mentor that can transform your life? That's a possibility, I am saying. लेकिन आपको disciplined बनना होगा. You need to ensure you are following the methods and everything. So I'm taking a very quick poll for every one of you, and do ensure to be a part of this wonderful journey. The link is shared across by my colleague. You can register yet on that link and get those bonuses, because many who missed out for the bonuses, I'm keeping it active for today. क्योंकि आप travel कर रहे थे, आप नहीं थे, आपने नहीं attend किया, हम full house थे, आप नहीं join कर पाए. So many people have talked about it. So here is an opportunity to be a part of this wonderful journey and do that. I'm just checking, where is my YouTube gone? Okay, here it is. And people on YouTube, do ensure you are subscribing, following, sharing across. So ये बहुत ही powerful setup है Bollinger Bands, because it tells us significant move कहाँ हो रहा है. साथ में, if you are looking at the Ichimoku cloud, that's a very powerful indicator, and it is having amazing way of I will explain you. अभी time नहीं है उतना explain करने का, but amazing indicator है वो. Is the previous knowledge required in joining BMW? Bhavani Ram, no. You just have to take that step. I will be giving you, okay, let me tell you what all things you will get for BMW. You get 10 bonus videos for lifetime. You get Elliott wave video links right now. You get premium trading strategy videos. You get pre-session recordings for option trading using technical analysis. ये सारी चीजें मैं अभी आपको इसलिए दे रहा हूँ कि slowly, steadily you start building up. Then we will have the live session on the weekend. So you do not need a prior knowledge. You just need to be there with utmost open mind, and I will make it happen for you. That's my commitment. I will not stop unless you get it. And we have been doing it for some time, and people simply love it. The way the strategy works, I have got so many comments. Last time as well, they were like, wow, this is something phenomenal that they are used, and it has worked so exceptionally well. Shanil is asking, I'm a chartered accountant and doing option trading, want to go with fund and portfolio management. Can you guide me or tell me how to go about it? Shanil, fantastic. But for portfolio management and fund management, you first need to have a very clear-cut strategy that is working. You need to backtest it. You need to know for sure this strategy has a good risk reward and an accuracy, and that's how you have to go about it. So my suggestion would be a part of this BMW program. and you can be a part of this, or you can be a part of the mentorship program, and that will definitely help you out. I will guide you. Do not worry about it. I will ensure handholding every one of you, because this requires some commitment from my side. I will do that, and that's my commitment. And you can see that I even respond to all the Twitter comments, by the way. So I ensure I am there. Okay. How to use Fibonacci effectively? I've answered that question. Neo wave of Nifty, we will be not looking at it right now, but from the neo wave perspective, the entire move on the downside was only wave B. We will start wave C, if not yet started, on the upside, Muthu Kumar. And so my level to change the stand will be 19,290, and it is very well protected despite of the gap down, exactly like I mentioned in my morning tweet. Okay. Deepali, my team will contact you for any kind of guidance for you to have it. How to open charts in the website, will you walk me through? जो मैं आपको videos दूंगा ना, वो videos में से आप देख सकते हो, but I can't really tell you कि trading view open कैसे करना है, because that is something that I expect you should know. So please ensure that trading view go charting को click करके open कैसे करना है. I can't really do that because I want to give you strategy. This is a strategy based course. Please understand, this course is not basics. This course is not how to plot a chart. This course is giving you a strategy that works in the market. Are you with me? Okay, that's the course. Okay, there is another question here. Okay, I've answered that one, how to open the chart. And just one more thing, guys, I'm traveling to IIMS tomorrow. And it was simply, I'll be speaking at IIMS on Friday. I'll be conducting this option trading program from IIMS campus. And so I'm going to do that. Bhavani Ram, if you want any questions, any queries, you can always reach out to me via Twitter. You can reach out to me via Traders Forum. You can call my team and they will help you out with that. Does the indicator works in live trading? Of course, indicators ko live trading mein to use karte aur kahan use karte. It works exceptionally well. So please do not worry about it. Elliott wave, harmonic patterns, moon phase. No, harmonic patterns are different. I don't do harmonic. I do neo wave, which is different than harmonic, but it works exceptionally for me. And moon phase, yes, will be a part of BMW program. Then please explain MOW, master of waves. That's the question. Satyavan, the master of waves is about forecasting the markets, looking at the Elliott wave. Elliott wave is defined by R and Elliott. Glenn Neely moved forward and said, instead of using Elliott wave, you can improvise it and use neo wave with more rules to it. And neo waves gives me that conviction. सोचो ना यार, सारी दुनिया जब इतनी bearish होती है, I am still holding on to my conviction. I showed you the path in the start of the webinar, despite of what the event can be. That conviction gets from neo wave, and it's simply amazing. So neo wave plus time cycle is what we do in master of waves. So you'll also learn about Gann levels, which you might see in many of my chart. What is the best? Nifty futures, of course. When you are looking at the volume profile, it has to be Nifty futures. Today's close is missed by 85 paisa to close above previous day high, and it has still not closed. So in that case, you still need a bullish closing, of course, Amit, because it has still missed it on an average close. So the average close is important. Is tomorrow 10:15 the positive time trend time? Today 11:30, 11 o'clock use kiya ki nahi aapne positive time frame? Vincent D'Souza, did you use that time frame or not? It worked like magic. It worked amazing. Kal ka time frame, I'll mention it in the tweet if there is any. So don't worry about it. Do follow me there. Open interest profile is not there in TradingView. It is there in Go charting. So I'll guide you, guys. So I'll guide you all of those things ki kahan par kya hai, kaise aapko use karna hai. I will be helping you out with that. Okay, I'll just take one final question here. And how do you understand someone who doesn't understand charts? Sachin, it's fine. Even if you do not understand charts, it does not matter, because even if you are new to chart, it does not matter, because जो भी हम process करेंगे, I'll be explaining you step by step वो indicator कैसे डालना है, वो indicator को कैसे देखना है, everything. So don't worry about it. And if you are not able to attend this session on 19th, do not worry. Even if you are not attending, the recordings of this session will be given to you and will be with you for 15 days. So you can go through that again and again. So it does not matter agar aapka miss ho jata hai for any specific reason. So don't worry about it. And so also I can see that over here, fantastic, Anmol, that you have joined this program, BMW. It's great to get you on board for now. Ashok, fantastic to get you also here. Dharam, welcome on board. Glad to know that. Ekta, you posted a question here. Let me just take up that. And Shanil, no problem at all. But you need to ensure, guys, one more thing. We take only limited attendees for this program because I want to answer everyone's question in there. Aaj main sab questions answer nahi kar pa raha hu. There are many, but we take limited seats because of I want to be answering to every single one of your query. And so we will, if we are full, we will stop our registrations as soon as possible. The time was basis of 15 minutes chart, yes. And Gautam Khetwat, you have joined BMW program and interested in the mentorship program. Awesome, Gautam. So don't worry about it. You can be a part of the mentorship program. Just drop your number. My colleague will help you out with the registrations of that. If you are a mentee, you are anyways a part of this program happening on the weekend. So basis of the morning tweet, I made 10,000 doing option trading. That is awesome. Satyavan Gosavi, share your charts with me. I will ensure that how you have to do it correctly, how you have to look at it correctly. What I will also do is, for everyone who is registering for BMW, I'll give my 1 month of equity research report free along with it, so that you see how I am applying it on the daily basis. Morning mein Hurst publish hoti wo research. I'll give it as a complimentary. So you get MOTA, you get Master of Technical Analysis is MOTA. You get Elliott Wave series. You get 10 bonus videos for lifetime. You get access to 1 month equity research. Yaar, aur kya do main bolo? If I keep speaking, I'll keep giving him more things. And my team is like, sir, you should stop. Okay, that's awesome. And okay, awesome, guys. So आज के लिए इतना ही था. बहुत सारी चीजें आपको अगर क्वेरी है, डाउट है, please post it across. People on YouTube, put it in the comment section. I'll answering them, all of you. But be a part of this wonderful journey, which we call as Become Market Wizard, which is clubbing across anything and everything, right from KST, momentum indicator, to open interest profile, to option chain, strike price selection, to stock selection, plus wave theory, Elliott wave, Neo wave, and time cycle with Gann analysis. That's the complete BMW, and it's going to be amazing journey. Thank you very much for joining in, and thank you everyone for being here. See you soon. Do not forget to ensure market is moving as per the levels defined here, and I'm going to ensure that you get these levels yourself. So that is empowering the traders. Thank you very much. Ashish Kyal signing off.